This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, thousands gather to mark the centenary of the armistice that ended World War I. A group of keen arborists have spent the weekend pitting their skills against each other in Dunedin. And a $250,000 cheque is presented for the Maniatoto Hospital and Rest Home rebuild. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Holly Buchanan. Thousands of people gathered around the South in about 20 centres yesterday to mark the centenary of the armistice that ended World War I. More than 18,000 New Zealand troops died during the war to end all wars, with the country sustaining its greatest losses in the final year.
Several thousand people gathered in the sun around the cenotaph at Queen's Gardens in Dunedin yesterday, among the crosses which commemorate the nearly 4,000 soldiers from Otago and Southland who died during World War I. Wreaths were laid and poems were read by pupils from King's and Otago Girls High Schools. The service concluded with the release of white doves. Meanwhile, about 100 people gathered to pay tribute in Mosgill's Anzac Park to the 61 men from the Taieri area who died in the war. In Balclutha, a crowd of 200 heard Clutha Deputy Mayor Stuart Cowie speak of the severe loss of life.
18,200 soldiers died, including the 5 that were shot for desertion. Hard to believe.
One of the largest turnouts across the South was in Alexandra, where almost 2,000 people converged on Pioneer Park for commemorations which featured a 100-horse parade. Central Otago Mayor Tim Cadogan told the crowd they can still honour the soldiers' sacrifice a century after the fact.
Working for peace in the present moment, that is how we must honour those of our people of 100 years ago today and tomorrow, and for the days to come.
In Mahino, near Oamaru, the role played by the hospital ship HMHS Mahino was honoured, while in Queenstown a centenary service packed out St Peter's Church, where the congregation observed a 2-minute silence broken at 11 a.m. by the last post. The service at the Gore Cenotaph was attended by about 400 people and was live streamed to the Gore RSA Facebook page. Further south, a flock of pigeons was released to symbolise doves of peace in Invercargill. And in Bluff, a mix of entertainment, market stalls and children's activities was combined with an honour wall for soldiers. The South Today.
The Catholic Church and other faith-based institutions will be included in an expanded Royal Commission of Inquiry examining the historic abuse of children. The Cabinet decision was announced today by Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern and Internal Affairs Minister Tracy Martin. It means the inquiry will now examine the abuse of children in both state care and in the care of faith-based institutions. Today's announcement follows months of revelations by ODT Insight, which has been detailing the extent of sexual abuse by clergy within the Catholic Diocese of Dunedin. The inquiry will begin hearing evidence early next year. A group of keen arborists have spent the weekend pitting their tree climbing skills against each other in Dunedin. The event was held as part of the New Zealand Arboricultural Association's National Conference, with the winner set to represent the country on the world stage.
Arborist Dom Ritter from Waikawaiti completing a series of tasks high in the boughs of a tree in Dunedin over the weekend. 25 men and 5 women took part in the Arboricultural Association's Husqvarna National Tree Climbing Championship at Dunedin's Museum Reserve. It was held in conjunction with the association's national conference, with the first of the 5 events being an aerial rescue of an injured dummy stuck up a tree.
So the climber has to basically bring Woody down out of the tree safely within time.
With the rescue accomplished, the next 2 events were a work climb and a throwline challenge.
So the work climb is sort of simulates a work situation where you start in the top of the tree and you work your way through the tree, performing a series of tasks and getting points for that. And then the throw line, you don't even get off the ground, you're just throwing a leaded, weighted bag with a string on it up into the targets in the tree.
With the winner earning the right to compete at the World Tree Climbing Champs, competition was fierce.
No, people train hard out for it. You know, they really want to peak at this competition. Yeah.
A children's climb and masters event were also held as part of the competition. In Dunedin, for the South Today.
A man who allegedly smashed a windscreen and punched into the motorist, causing him to collapse in a Dunedin road rage incident last week, remains at large. Police say the man hasn't yet been located and inquiries are ongoing. The man is understood to be known to police. The incident unfolded on Friday afternoon when police received a report about a serious assault in Tyree Road. The victim had been repeatedly assaulted but was conscious and able to speak. The Maniatoto Lions Club and Ramfuli Maniatoto Pakeke have presented a $250,000 cheque to the hospital rebuild. The money is set to go to the medical centre within the hospital and rest home complex.
A big cheque for a huge amount. The Maniatoto Lions Club handing over a cheque for $250,000 to go towards the area's new hospital. Maniatoto Health Services Chairman Stuart Patterson says they're grateful for the donation.
The budget we're working on at the moment is $7 million, but that includes demolishing the old building if we do go ahead with that. The money has come from Maniatoto Health Services has put in $2.5 million. The CODC, or the Maniatoto Community Board, have put in $2 million. The government put in $1 million. Community Trust of Otago has put in $500,000, and the rest has come from locals, from support from the locals, which has been tremendous.
Lions President John Mulholland says some of the money has come from overseas.
My name's John Mulholland and I'm Vice President of the Maniatoto Lions Club. And we're here today to present a cheque of $250,000 to the Maniatoto Health Services. It's also on behalf of our local Maniatoto Pakeke Lions Club, and we've also had grants from Lions Club International out of America and also our local New Zealand Lloyd Morgan Trust. So combined, it's quite a magnificent effort.
And praised the two Lions clubs for both their fundraising and securing a contribution from the international Lions movement. It's hoped the new 26-room hospital and rest home will be completed by Christmas.
And once it's completed, it'll house a medical centre for our doctor, visiting surgeons, a room for Plunkett, and also a new dental facility as well.
And it's hoped residents and patients will be in the new facility by early next year. In Alexandra, the South Today.
And still to come on the South Today, more heavy rain expected for parts of the South, already on high alert after last week's torrential downpours, and a new approach to combat declining audience numbers at the theatre.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
It's always really satisfying when a customer comes back after doing a purchase of outdoor furniture and knowing that we've got it done right.
Spring is here and it's time to get in the garden. Ready Lawn will take care of your lawn needs, making Lawn Care a snap. They will install the perfect lawn while you plant your favourite flowers and vegetables. Call Ready Lawn today so you can enjoy the coming season.
Petrol prices getting you down? Keep the smile on your dial with an e-bike grin from Electrify NZ on Cumberland Street. For an average $2,000 savings per year, why wouldn't you? Book a test ride today.
It's that time of year. It's time to get into the garden and it's time to get your weed eater. Down here at the Power Garden Department at Andersons Bay Road, this year it's all about the cordless weed eater. Come down and see us at Mitre 10 Mega and we'll help you get it done right.
Step into Ross Cafe, located at Ross Home in North East Valley. We have a great range of hot and cold food, friendly service and a warm atmosphere that you are sure to enjoy. We look forward to serving you soon at Ross Cafe.
Get on down to Alex Campbell Menswear for the November shirt sale. That's buy one shirt, get one free. You heard right. Buy one shirt, get one free to the same or lesser value. That's the November shirt sale only on at
Alex Campbell Menswear. fits.
At Green Island Medical Centre, we are committed in caring for our future and present generations. We know as a young person, coming to the doctors can be quite daunting. Our highly skilled doctors and nurses will make your experience one where you will leave with a smile. Your health is very important to us.
Welcome back. A curious child who got his head stuck in a cat door in North Otago has been freed without further incident this morning. A Fire and Emergency New Zealand spokesman said 2 fire appliances from the Oamaru Volunteer Fire Brigade were called to an Arguin Road address around 8:15 after the boy's head became lodged in the door's frame. He was freed a short time later and was not injured. More heavy rain is forecast for parts of the south, already on high alert after last week's torrential downpours. The recent heavy rains, which claimed the life of a mother at Gloriavale and caused many transport issues, saw the Rakaia River reach very high levels. The deluge pushed many west coast rivers to breaking point and also lifted the Rakaia River to around 3,600 cubics. The massive cubic metres per second flow rate was measured at Fighting Hill as a southerly storm lashed Canterbury and brought snow to the foothills. The Rakaia was roaring at the gorge bridges and then fanned out across the vast riverbed system. The heavy rain coupled with some snow has eased, but the river is still high and further heavy rain is predicted for this evening. 2 Invercargill thespians are taking a new approach to solving a decline in theatre audience numbers. Start them young. Performing artists Sarah McCarthy and Jade Gillies arranged for about 2,000 Southland school pupils to attend a show in Invercargill recently, hoping to get kids hooked on theatre.
Filing in for fine theatre. Southland pupils being treated to the Messy Magic Adventure show at Stadium Southland. Event manager Jade Gillies says 2,000 kids attended the show.
So we've had to hire, I think, about 36 buses and had a very structured route to get them here from their schools and then, of course, at the end of it, to get them back to their schools.
He says theatre patronage has been declining and he's thankful to the sponsors who've come on board to make this event possible.
Schools didn't pay for the buses, they didn't pay for the venue. So we've been really lucky that the ILT Foundation and the Invercargill Licensing Trust have come on board to pay for the venue. And also we've had other businesses around town who've chipped in to pay for the buses. So really the kids just pay a gold coin koha as they come in and everything else is paid for.
During the show, the actors encouraged audience participation, which worked quite well.
1, 2, 3!
And he hopes events like this turn around a nationwide drop in theatre attendance.
And one way to deal with that is to get kids hooked on theatre at a young age. So that's the reason behind this, so that one day these kids, who are all aged 5, 6 and 7, will be our audiences in the future and hopefully bring their kids along and it'll all grow from there.
He believes hosting events like this could attract some youngsters to watch live theatre and others to tread the boards to entertain their peers. In Invercargill, the South Today.
And after the break on the South Today, Kaikorai rewrites the Dunedin senior cricket history books with a double hat-trick. And after months of preening, old combat vehicle Frank the Tank is set to impress in Queenstown.
Step into Ross Cafe, located at Ross Home in North East Valley. We have a great range of hot and cold food, friendly service and a warm atmosphere that you are sure to enjoy. We look forward to serving you soon at Ross Cafe.
Active interior designer Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington.
Get on down to Alex Campbell Menswear for the November shirt sale. That's buy one shirt, get one free. You heard right. Buy one shirt, get one free to the same or lesser value. That's the November shirt sale only on at
Alex Campbell Menswear. It fits.
Every Kiwi deserves a reliable garage door. Rely on Garador to protect your important stuff. Just like Darren, his Garador keeps his favourite ride in mint condition. We have a huge range at affordable prices. Visit our website for a free consultation. We stand behind every door.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
At Green Island Medical Centre, we are committed in caring for our future and present generations. We know as a young person, coming to the doctors can be quite daunting. Our highly skilled doctors and nurses will make your experience one where you will leave with a smile. Your health is very important to us.
Hello, it's Jeremy down here at Mighty 10 Mega in Andersons Bay. We've got 35 different lawnmowers down in our power garden department. We've got ride-on mowers, petrol mowers, battery operated mowers, push mowers. Did you know we've even got a robot, a little robot lawnmower that pops out during the day when you're at work or play. It'll pop out and mow your lawn. So come down and see me, Jeremy, down in the power garden department at Mighty 10 Mega in Andersons Bay Road, where we'll help you get it done right first time.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
Petrol prices getting you down? Keep the smile on your dial with an e-bike grin from Electrify NZ on Cumberland Street. For an average $2,000 savings per year, why wouldn't you? Book a test ride today.
I just like it. It's something that you can see the fruits of your own labour. You put it right now, you don't have as much to do at Christmas. You come see me, Derek, in the garden department, and then we get it done right.
Welcome back. Kaikorai medium pacer Joe Gregan has rewritten the Dunedin senior cricket history books with a double hat-trick. Gregan took 4 wickets and 4 deliveries in his first over in senior cricket as his side took on Carisbrook Dunedin at Tonga Park on Saturday. He came on to bowl the 6th over of the 50-over match, promptly removing 4 batsmen in a row. He says he was surprised and obviously happy. Gregan took 3 more wickets, bagging 7 for 31. But Kaikorai couldn't chase down the paltry target of 90, dismissed for just 71. A Queenstown company has kitted out a 1950s armoured truck to impress tourists and residents at public events. Adventure tourism operator Go Orange have unveiled Frank the Tank after months of hard work to make the old combat vehicle road legal.
Taking a little test run in the car park, this 1954 Elvis Saracen 6-wheeled armoured vehicle is fitted with a powerful 6-litre Rolls-Royce engine and set to turn heads around Queenstown. Dubbed Frank the Tank, it will be used by adventure operator Go Orange as a promo vehicle. The 11-tonne personnel vehicle has seen conflict in Northern Ireland and has required some modification for work in the resort.
As you can see out the front, the visibility is a little limited, which of course when you're driving through a firefight is a very good thing, but when you're driving around Queenstown we need a bit more. So we put in our video screen here with a couple of cameras outside so we can see where we're driving.
Nevertheless, this little juggernaut does need to be operated with a bit of caution.
The brakes are a little bit soft sometimes, you've got to be careful and create some distance between what you're doing. So one of the things we do actually is we always drive in convoy. We have one car in front, one behind. Just to make sure we are being safe.
It comes with features you're unlikely to find in a standard car, such as 6-wheel drive, with the front 4 wheels being used for turning.
The front 2 axles, 4 wheels, all steering. So it's actually got a really good turning circle, which was quite surprising the first time I jumped in it. And the gears, it's a manual with a fluid drive. And yeah, once you get the hang of it, it's pretty good. It's good fun.
They're planning to take Frank the Tank to both local events as well as further afield around the South Island. In Queenstown for the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Thousands of people gathered around the South in about 20 centres yesterday to mark the centenary of the armistice that ended World War I. A group of keen arborists have spent the weekend pitting their tree climbing skills against each other in Dunedin. And the Maniatoto Lions Club and Ranfurly Maniatoto Pakeke have presented a $250,000 cheque to the hospital rebuild. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Phil.
Yes. Hi, Holly. Here's a lovely story about Jack Allpress, who's very well known around Dunedin as a drummer.
Yes.
Taught many generations. He's been out of the limelight, retired, and he's back singing in public and performing at the ripe young age of 90. That's great.
It's impressive, isn't it?
It's very impressive. Travel pages tomorrow. Neville Peat, the well-known Dunedin author, writes about Ireland, in Northern Ireland, so that he's always worth reading.
Yes.
The churches, today there's an announcement that they're part of the Royal Commission on Child Abuse and Care. It's something that this ODT's been keen on, and our reporter Chris Morris has written many stories along these lines, so it's good to see that happen. Hospital update, question marks over some of the land in the block that the hospital's going to be on, so we've got a story about the implications of that.
Okay.
And from Invercargill, there's a lovely story about a man originally from Dundee who collects shoes, particularly running shoes, and he's putting on a display with a mere 100 of his about 700 shoes, all sorts of collector's items.
It's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, so I probably should mention that there's a video with that on, it will be on the ODT website, and also Jack Allpress tomorrow morning, so if people want to see him in action, that video will be on the ODT website.
Fantastic. Thanks very much for that, Phil. And time now for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by MoleMap.
Looking at the situation, clearing weather tomorrow with sunshine developing in most places and another fine sunny day on Wednesday. Some rain will arrive late in the week as the cold front brings a southwest change. Starting off at the northwest of the South Island, Greymouth and Westport can expect a few clouds and a high of 17 degrees. Across to the northeast, Nelson also has a cloud or two, but plan for a warm 23-degree high, and Blenheim overcast for you with a high of 19. And to Canterbury, a cloudy day for Kaikoura and Ashburton, 16 degrees for both of you. Christchurch also due to be cloudy, chasing a high of 18. Looking at the southern towns, Catlins and Balclutha, light winds and 16. Light winds for you as well, Gore and Lumsden with some clouds and 18 degrees. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes area, expect light winds, clear skies and looking at highs of 19 for Wanaka and Queenstown, 20 for Alexandra and a top of 16 degrees for Tiano. Looking at the northern towns, expect afternoon nor'easters, some cloud for Timaru and Oamaru with highs of 15 degrees, while Omarama and Twizel will have light winds, fine and reach a high of 19 degrees. And in Dunedin, mostly fine tonight with an overnight low of 5. Fine tomorrow with sunny periods and some cloud at times. Southwest winds at first dying out, nor'easters later on with a high of 16. Fine on Wednesday too with sunny periods and some cloud and light nor'easters, looking at a high of 17. And in Invercargill, mostly fine tonight with an overnight low of 3. Fine and sunny tomorrow with light winds, mild afternoon temperatures, a high of 17. Fine on Wednesday with sunny periods and increasing high cloud, moderate nor'easters, looking at a high of 18 degrees. And that wraps up our news for this Monday. For the latest news from the southern region, head online and follow us at odt.co.nz and channel 39.co.nz, as well as on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Do join us again tomorrow. Good night.
Bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.